look like? Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help improve opportunity and conversion for our members. Have I committed some sort of social media profile?
Hello and welcome to the first ever ASFP Sparking Interest podcast. I'm Reece, the marketing executive here at ASFP. You've probably not seen me before. I'm usually behind the camera, behind the computer. Some of you might have seen Max, the person I work with, because he's the cameraman, he's there, he's meeting you in person. I'm not. So hello, I'd like to formally introduce myself. And I'm here with Mike Ward, who you probably have met before on many of our videos. He is the face of our ASFP TV, basically. Nice little host we've got. How are you doing today, Mike?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm just admiring your ASFP TV mug.
Yes.
And I'm sure many of our members will be contacting us to buy.
We've already had someone come in and say that they want one.
I think that's any aspiring ASFP member or even current member who want to impress customers would want an ASFP TV mug.
Today we'll be discussing a couple topics, some updates that are happening here at ASFP. So shall we start? The first thing I'd like to know about is the podcast. Obviously this is a new format, we haven't done this before. So tell me a bit about the podcast. Is there anyone going to be on? What are we going to be talking about?
So the podcast is just another way of communicating, not only to our members but to anyone that's interested in passive fire.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
Nice long form content, 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a specific topic. Give as much information as we can.
Yeah, I mean the challenge is how to make passive fire interesting.
Yeah,
you know?
the challenge.
It's not
with mugs.
With mugs.
That's
with
how.
Pictures of ASFP TV. And it's not only about interesting; it's about engaging. Certainly the podcasts will be certainly for our members' benefit, or for the benefit of somebody thinking of joining the association and asking themselves, what's the value of membership?
Yeah.
It's about Chris Sharman, our training manager, coming on talking about new courses, talking about the current what's happening with training. How many training courses we're running. I think that the exciting part for me is the new training courses. So he'll come on.
Yeah. It's nice. It gives us a new platform as well to talk in a different way. I feel like at the moment the way people get content from us is they have to read it. We post a lot of like news articles, press releases, or on social media. We can't really talk to our audience, talk to anyone. So it's nice to have a nice long video where we can sit down and just get everything off our chest, make it as clear as possible what we want to talk about. Yeah,
and in a more relaxed, slightly less formal way.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us are sporting knitwear today, which I thought
it's very cold outside.
It is cold, but I do like the knitwear thing. I think hopefully will.
We didn't plan this. This
relax.
was the blue jumpers.
Well, I got the memo. I don't know about you. But clearly, it is about a more relaxed approach to informing people about what we do on a regular basis. I think the important thing is to get people used to the fact that these things. The podcasts will be coming out, and to get used to them coming out and looking to engage with them.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be able to put them in as many places as possible. So they'll be on our website, but there'll be a podcast tab that you can see them. They'll be on YouTube, but also we'll try and put them where podcasts are. So maybe on iTunes, Spotify, if we're able to get them. Yeah. Make it as easy as possible.
And it's not just about. I mean, one of the difficulties that trade associations have is that they end up preaching to themselves. You do a presentation at a trade show or some event, and you're staring back at 150 versions of yourself and telling 150 versions of yourself the things that you already know. I mean, I'm excited about how these platforms and what the media we're using reaches out to, say, students.
Yeah.
How many students actually think, well, I want to do a course in construction, whether that be architecture or one of the other disciplines, and
also, like, we're trying to, as you know, and as some of you may know, we're trying to expand diversity and be more inclusive.
Yeah.
Getting able to show ourselves in front of those audiences, get them more.
It's about accessibility. I never thought, not me, but rhetorically speaking, I suppose, somebody saying, I never thought about the passive fire industry as a career because I never knew about the passive fire industry. Yeah. So if we can make it more accessible and inspire more people to get involved, whether they be students, diversity and inclusion, and we have teamed up with Women into Construction this year. They've become an associate member of us, and we've become I think we're a gold member.
Very nice.
I haven't actually read what I get for being a gold member. So with them, and that will be, women into construction will be our primary area of focus for diversity, inclusion. The challenge with these things is it isn't just about ticking a box. It's about making a real difference, and it has to deliver a positive outcome.
100%, and hopefully we'll have some people from Women in Construction into the office soon.
I think they are
to do one of these podcasts in the future.
I think they are.
So that'll be one of the episodes. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the episodes coming up?
I think we've Chris Sharman is going to start. I think with one on the new training courses that we're working on. As part of our competency pathway. Some people may be familiar with that, but effectively we're affecting a whole series of courses which follow those involved from the RIBA Plan of Works. So if you Google RIBA Plan of Works, you'll see this sort of big multicoloured chart. If you go across the top, all of the different people at all the different stages that are involved in constructing a building, we're trying to capture all of those stakeholders
and make it as entertaining and easy to learn and digest
and engagement. So some are traditionally still classroom. I think we'll certainly be looking to develop more online, and we'll be looking to accommodate people's learning outcomes. So the design community tend to work on CPD. They don't necessarily sit an exam, get an IFE qualification. They could, in certain cases, but they're more geared by CPD. So currently the ASFP has to develop CPD provision for designers and engineers and make that attractive for them. So I think there's a whole series of ways that we're going to develop competency throughout the entire design, construction, manufacturing process, and even after handover, facilities managers, building control, and fire safety managers.
No, that'd be good. A lot to unpack there. Obviously, we'll be talking a bit more in depth when Chris comes in onto his own.
It's a process, and I think we're going to see significant change this year with at least 2 or 3 new courses, and next year we'll see further development, and to the point that within probably 2 to 3 years, you could say there is a suite of learning that any individual that's involved in the construction or the management of buildings could follow a pathway of competency, which is passive fire.
Okay, well, brilliant. Well, another episode that we'll hopefully be filming as well is on events. We've got our very own Georgina coming in, who some of you may know. Obviously, we've got a lot of events coming up, a lot of exciting events. Some old, like our awards, some new, maybe some fun things to talk about. What's the next event that is coming up?
The next event is our first regional event, which is at Warwick Races.
Yes,
that's horse exciting. Racing, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on horse racing.
No, just pacifier.
I've never been lucky enough to be an expert on horse racing.
That'd be great. Nice little networking. Be able to see some people. That would be good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. But so Georgina will be coming in, hopefully, to have a whole episode talking about all the events that we've got coming up. So that'll be fun.
And like you say, there's some new, there's some traditional. We're planning on doing a few regional events this year. We're hoping to try and get back into the Aviva building for members that are familiar with that historically, and some technical forums, industry leaders event. That'll be an interesting one because that's a new one. Even going to improving engagement through golf, sailing regatta.
Some fun stuff.
I think the regatta one's going to be interesting because I think that will really not only will be an overall collective team building thing amongst members, but each boat will be effectively a company, a member company, and they can do team building amongst themselves.
No, that is very interesting actually to think about.
But certainly in terms of events and engagement, we're looking to improve our reach to people that can benefit our members through improving members' chance of being specified, or and by virtue the greater level of specification opportunity they have, the greater level they have of quoting, and the greater level they have of conversion into sales. That's probably one of the reasons why we're here. I mean, we're here to improve the opportunities for our members by influencing the market that influences them. And we're looking to obviously those people, the stakeholders that are effectively our designers or our members' customers. We're looking to engage with them more.
other than that, we've spoken a lot about the podcast, which we are very excited about. Obviously, it's new, very exciting. But we've got a bunch of other things happening as well.
Yeah.
We've got our member requirements. We've got are they changing? What's happening with the member requirements?
The member requirements are as they are. They were published and ratified by council at the end of 2020. Okay. They went live January 2021. It's a 3-year programme. And because the March 2021 exam was cancelled by IFE, so these are the level 2, level 3 foundation courses, we have extended it to accommodate the March 2024 exam. So effectively, as of the March exam, the IFE March exam in this year, members have got 2 years to sit on a course, get booked in and take the exam. Bearing in mind there's only 2 exams a year at the moment, March and October. We are talking to the Institute of Fire Engineers about increasing the frequency of exams to capture all the members that need to do it. But it is a member requirement to
so you've got to get that training done.
Okay. Have your staff educated to the levels that the current requirements suggest that or say that you should.
I mean, there's a lot of exciting things happening. Like you said before, new podcast. We also have a new Instagram, which is very fun. We've got a new Instagram.
And you can follow Instagram.
You can follow us on Instagram, ASFP Official. Right, we'll be posting a bunch of behind the scenes, nice tidbits. We take a lot of pictures here. Max goes around, he takes a lot of nice pictures and they don't always make the cut. So the nice pictures that don't end up somewhere, they'll end up on Instagram. So have a look, see our behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think it's important about promoting the association through assets like the amount of work that Max and yourself do, because if no one sees it or hears it, it's a wasted opportunity. We want to get close to our members. I feel like an Instagram is quite a nice laid back way of getting close with members so that they can see you, that it's not just 100% formal and like this is just a big scary company over there. They get to know us a bit better, because obviously we go to see our members. We have another series on ASFP TV called Meet the Member, where we like to go over to a member, see what they do, see how they work, introduce them to everyone else, kind of thing. And obviously we want them to feel comfortable with us and have that kind of relationship. And it's about us learning from them. We represent them in a whole series of different arenas, and if you're going to represent somebody, you've got to understand about them. You've got to understand their business. You've got to understand their culture. You've got to have a certain an understanding of effectively what their tribal knowledge and tribal culture is. I know we all fall under this passive fire banner, but each company is different. They're like us. We're all different, apart from the knitwear, obviously,
which they also all wear.
Which they also all wear, and it's consistent with today's podcast. So I think it is important. I mean, Meet the Member is open to all of our full members. It's going to take us a few years to get around everybody if we do one every couple of months, but we do. We really encourage members to say, come and see us. It's also a good opportunity to tidy up the office if they know we're coming.
100%. So if you are a member out there and you want to be part of this Meet the Member series, please get in contact with Sono or Max. I'm sure their emails will be in the description, so it will be there.
It's just here.
It's just there. It's down there.
Just here.
Next to the subscribe button.
Just
like and comment.
That's just made Max's job really difficult.
The new hub that we have coming up. The member hub. What is that?
Well, it's an interesting thing, really, because we, as a trade association, we collectively, the more members we get, we effectively develop what people in the supply chain industry would call buying power, by a collection of companies represented under the ASFP logo or banner. That gives us a buying power. So we have conversations with quite a few providers of primarily services. I wouldn't. Products is probably pushing it a bit far, but of services that would be useful and of value to our members. So for our manufacturing members, the ASFP is now a member of Make UK.
Right.
Because the ASFP is now a member of Make UK, all of our members automatically have membership of Make UK.
Okay.
So if they are already a member of Make UK, they may want to look to not necessarily renew their membership directly.
Interesting. Didn't hear that from us.
Well, you did, because it's a member benefit. We've done a deal with BSI where members, SME members, can get discounted rates on buying standards.
Brilliant.
So of course, we're a very standards-driven industry. CHAS for our contractor members. If you're currently have CHAS and you want to renew it through the ASFP, or renewing it with CHAS and giving giving CHAS your ASFP member number, you save 10%. If you've never been signed up to CHAS, you save 20%. Apparently.
Amazing.
So the hub is all about these third-party providers offering discounted rates on services that our members can benefit from. So to monetize that, and in really basic terms, the more of those we can collect that are of value to our different member types, so manufacturers, contractors, associates, for argument's sake, and this is a real back of the, I'm not allowed to say cigarette packet anymore, so because of course you can't. So this is a rough calculation. If you spend £3,000 or £4,000 on membership, and if you can save £3,000 or £4,000 in discounts of the relating associations to those
all the other benefits, are bonus.
Then effectively your membership is free. So all the other stuff, colour books, discounts on training, different events that are going on, you get for nothing.
Amazing.
Because you've monetised the saving through the hub. So we're going to promote the hub. The individual promotion of the providers, who are all affiliate members, by the way, so they are members of the association, they're just affiliate members. That'll be done more internally. But we're going to promote the hub, you and I and the rest of the marketing team, to really sort of say, if you want to join the ASFP, here's a tangible member benefit.
So that hub, that can be seen on our website. Not yet, it will be on our new website that is coming up. So do you want to tell us a little bit about the new website? So without risking going into the reeds of talking about CRMs and websites and shops, technical stuff.
I mean one of the benefits of a trade association is the ability to engage. And to do that, you need the tools to do it. So the CRM equivalent of our current CRM is the equivalent of an old rusty shovel.
Amazing.
Very, very old tool, not particularly useful. And
does the job,
but only as a shovel.
Okay.
So we thought actually we need a broader array of tools.
Maybe a camera as well.
Absolutely anything. The
whole toolbox.
The whole toolbox, and that's what we've done. So we've all been involved in it as a team. So we opted for a CRM system called YM, which stands for Your Membership.
My membership.
Well, anybody's, I think.
Your membership.
Chartered Association of Building Engineers use the same CRM. So it is geared for associations. So effectively, hopefully, by the end of February,
fingers crossed,
we're going to go live with the new website and the new CRM and the shop. Now the shop is for our members. I don't want to get overly excited in a bad way about the shop. The shop is there to enable them to buy or download certain documents or training or event tickets for events. In certain cases, based on their where they are designated as their access to it, the downloading of certain documents to membership, full membership, would be free. Right. But they would do it through the shop, and the reason why it's done through the shop is it means that we
can know what
we capture a record of what they've downloaded.
We can help you further if we know what you have. We can help.
So the shop is not necessarily about everything being chargeable. Depending on whether you're a full member or a part member or a guest, it depends.
So it should make everything a lot easier, a lot simpler to do.
Much better profile, so members can access their own profile page on the CRM.
It's kind of like a social media inside
it is almost,
our website. Where you can post whatever you want, talk to other members, communicate. It's very interesting. It's kind of like a basic kind of Facebook. It's nice. It's like networking online.
And we can see everything they do. We can see which events they attend. We can see who of their employees has logged on to say a CPD or a webinar, or if they've attended something. Members can go in and if they move, they can change their address. If
and it also makes it easier for us to contact them. If we have some very big important news like our new mugs, and we want everyone to know about the new mugs.
I think that is the biggest news of the year so far.
It is massive news. We can let them all know there. So that's very fun and exciting as well.
It is. I think, and so. Not only do we improve engagement and interaction, it means that we communicate with the members better, and we're communicating with the right level of membership. Because of course, any company has a hierarchy. If we need to talk to somebody in HR about training or learning and development, they're the person to talk to. If we need to talk to somebody technical, we know the technical people, or if we have to talk to the MD or the CEO, again, it's about targeted communication in the right way. And also it's about the access of the technical information. Because I think if you said, well, what is the major KPI of what is one of the major assets of the ASFP? It's our technical knowledge and data, and that's what our members need to benefit from. So we want to make it much easier for them to access
100%.
that
and there'll be another page that we haven't got at the moment, kind of like an FAQ page. We're calling it Ask the Expert, where there will be all of the experts inside the ASFP. So like Niall, who
I don't think I'm on that page.
And they'll be there. So if you know the questions, you just need those answers, you can go there and you can find out what you need to know.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that is, if you're stuck for an answer on something, passive fine.
And maybe it will already be answered, because on that page it will have all of their previous answers, all of the ones they get most asked.
That's the beauty of it. It will build a library of Q&A.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Hopefully in a year or 2 years, most of the answers will be on there. I doubt it, because I know our industry is an ever evolving, changing industry. And also regulation stuff. I mean, everyone is battling through UKCA, so we've now at the end of this year, all the old standards need to transfer and between British and European over to a British standard, which hopefully European countries will accept, and vice versa. That is a huge mountain to climb, and it's been extended by a year. It was due to actually end at the end of last year, and I think everyone involved realised that they were never going to get it across the line. And with Niall, with his regulatory affairs, what does the landscape of opportunity look like? Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help improve opportunity and conversion for our members, and influence the market that it positively influences that in favour of our members. It's better to use an ASFP manufacturer or contractor than not an ASFP manufacturer or contractor. That's our job, to create that environment that designers and procurement people listen to. So that whole website is all about developing that engagement.
Anyway, I think that's everything. That covers everything that I wanted to speak about, I assume.
No, it's been really nice to talk to you, actually, Reece, because we don't normally see you in.
No, I'm not usually in front of the camera. Maybe I'll be in front of the camera more.
You're one of the.
Let us know. Comment below if you liked me. If you didn't, don't comment. Yeah. I'd rather not know.
I think most of them will say is a much better.
He's right.
Is a much better replacement than the older bloke that we've been used to.
Put him back behind the keyboard.
I think the whole podcast thing this year is
something to look forward
I'm very excited about it, because we're going to be talking to people that can add value to members. We've got Women into Construction coming in for a chat. We'll be looking for.
We'll be talking about the hub with Rich.
Rich is going to talk about the hub.
Events with Georgina. Loads of things coming up.
And hopefully we can get keynote people in to have a chat, and you do your hard hitting journalism act on them, and get the answers that all of our members
just for you guys. No, definitely. Okay, brilliant. Well, that about wraps it up. Do remember, please like, subscribe, share, comment, anything you can do to help us push this out. We want as many people to see it as possible. He's taking it. Subscribe button's there. And we'll see you next time.
See you later. Thanks, Reece.